What if most of your decisions are sabotaged by hidden biases you don't even see? Every day we face countless choices, from seemingly trivial efforts like choosing what to eat for lunch, to life-altering moves like switching careers or investing money. These decisions shape our future in profound ways. But what if you could sharpen your decision-making skills with proven strategies straight from experts who have spent decades studying how people think and decide? Whether you're leading a team, running a business, or simply trying to make smarter personal choices, these 5 books offer powerful tools that help you think clearer, bet smarter, and predict better outcomes. Let's dive into what each of these game-changing books teaches us about mastering the art of decision-making. First up is Daniel Kahneman's modern classic, Thinking, Fast and Slow*. Kahneman, a psychologist and Nobel laureate, reveals that our brains operate in 2 primary modes or systems. System 1 is fast, intuitive, and automatic. This is your brain's autopilot, responding quickly without much conscious effort. It's great for routine tasks and quick judgments, but it's also prone to systematic errors called cognitive biases. System 2, by contrast, is slow, deliberate, and logical. It requires effort and attention, but enables complex reasoning and self-control. Kahneman's core message is learning to recognize when these unconscious System 1 biases, like anchoring, where initial information disproportionately influences decisions, or the availability heuristic, where vivid or recent information skews your perception, are at play, and then deliberately engaging System 2 to override those impulses. For example, when estimating how long a project will take, we frequently fall victim to optimism bias, underestimating timelines because we focus on best-case scenarios. Kahneman advises slowing down and questioning your gut reactions, deliberately asking, what evidence supports this? What might I be overlooking? This mental split between fast and slow thinking helps you catch snap judgments that could spiral into costly errors, making your decision-making more reflective and accurate. Moving from how we think to how we bet on uncertain futures, Annie Duke's Thinking in Bets * reframes decision-making as a game of probabilities rather than certainties. Duke, a former professional poker player, insists that embracing uncertainty rather than fearing it is the key to better decisions. Life is full of situations where outcomes are uncertain, and our challenge is to make the best bet we can without having perfect information. One actionable insight she offers is developing resulting awareness. This means avoiding the common trap of judging decisions solely by their outcomes. For example, a good bet can fail due to bad luck, while a bad bet might sometimes pay off. The quality of a decision, Duke argues, lies in the thought process and information considered at the time, rather than just whether it won or lost. She shares vivid stories from poker games where players make statistically sound decisions that lose in the short term, teaching us resilience and fostering longer-term thinking. By adopting this mindset, you become less discouraged by setbacks and more focused on refining your decision process, which pays dividends over time both in business and personal life. Next, Chip Heath's Decisive tackles the common traps that derail good choices and offers a practical framework called RAP. Widen your options, reality test your assumptions, attain distance before deciding, and prepare to be wrong. Heath exposes how narrow framing, focusing too strongly on one or two choices, narrows your perspective and blinds you to better alternatives. He urges inventing multiple viable options before settling on one, which broadens your view and encourages creativity. For example, instead of choosing between just 2 job offers, try imagining 3 or 4 scenarios, including ones you might initially dismiss. Another insightful technique is the 10-10-10 test. Ask yourself how you will feel about your decision in 10 minutes, 10 months, and 10 years. This helps you step back from emotional impulses that might push you toward rash decisions and encourages perspective on long-term consequences. Heath also advises building in decision points to revisit your choices and prepare to be wrong, recognizing that flexibility and adaptability are signs of smart decision-making. These practical tactics empower you to build better decisions from start to finish, increasing confidence and reducing regret. Philip Tetlock, Superforecasting explores why some people are astonishingly good at predicting future events, from political elections to economic trends. Contrary to popular belief, it's not native genius or psychic ability but disciplined critical thinking that makes Superforecasters excel. They meticulously update their beliefs as new data arrives, avoid overconfidence, and break complex problems into manageable parts to assign probabilities rather than binary predictions. For instance, instead of asking, "Will this product succeed?" they pose, "What's the 70% chance it will gain market traction by Q4? This forces clarity on uncertainty and highlights where to gather more information to refine forecasts. Tetlock's research demonstrates that precise probabilistic thinking outperforms vague yes or no predictions, helping decision-makers allocate resources better and hedge risks. Importantly, superforecasters maintain intellectual humility, continuously calibrating their confidence levels based on feedback, lowering the risk of stubbornness or groupthink. This disciplined approach to forecasting is invaluable for anyone needing to forecast outcomes in business, politics, or personal planning. Finally, Julia Galef's The Scout Mindset advocates adopting a mindset focused on truth-seeking rather than defending existing beliefs. Galef contrasts the Scout mindset, which is curious, humble, and motivated by a desire to understand reality as it is, with the soldier mindset, which aggressively defends pre-existing beliefs at all costs. One of her key tools is practicing self-distancing, treating your opinions as hypotheses open to revision rather than absolute facts. Before entering a heated debate or making a stubborn stand, ask yourself, what evidence would convince me I'm wrong? This question invites constructive doubt and opens pathways to learning. By cultivating a scout mindset, you reduce personal biases like motivated reasoning and confirmation bias, and instead approach problems with openness and intellectual honesty. This leads to wiser, less defensive, and ultimately more effective decisions, especially in emotionally charged situations or complex debates. Together, these 5 books provide a comprehensive toolkit that spans cognitive science, probability, creativity, forecasting, and intellectual humility, all critical ingredients for better decisions in any area of life. By internalizing Kahneman's insight into mental systems, Duke's embrace of uncertainty, Heath's frameworks for expanding choices, Tetlock's disciplined forecasting, and Galef's truth-seeking mindset, you can transform your decision-making from reactive and biased to thoughtful and strategic. Whether managing a team, navigating career challenges, or simply improving daily choices, these lessons equip you to navigate complexity and uncertainty with confidence and clarity.